Hi, I'm Heather from Elevate Global Insurance Brokers in Dallas, Texas, the Texas real estate insurance specialist.
That's me. Oh, I'm sorry. I was sitting here
So,
reading. Hello,
Hi.
I'm Seth Markham. I'm joining Heather here today to talk about insurance with respect to your real estate.
So, I'm sure most of you know Texas has been attracting a lot of transplants thanks to its favorable tax laws, nice weather, relatively low cost of living and doing business. This, in turn, has created a housing boom and is attracting a lot of real estate investment. So, we've been getting a lot of calls from first time and even seasoned real estate investors saying, Help! I need some insurance and I don't know where to begin.
So basically wanting to know, what do I need to do to provide coverage to protect my investment?
Exactly. And what can we do to help their bottom line too?
So let's start with the basics. Your real estate investment and your insurance with your real estate investment will be similar to what your business insurance is.
After all, this is a business. It's not philanthropy, although they need insurance too. You're in this to make money, not lose it. And you want proper insurance coverage to help mitigate your risks. All those what ifs. Like, what if there's a flood that damages part of the property, makes it unrentable for several months? What do you do?
Or it could be, what if there's a carbon monoxide leak that causes medical issues, or even at the worst, a fatality of a tenant. So that is something that you need to ask yourself, can I get sued?
Yeah, it's a big question. And investing in real estate has a ton of upside. Growing your nest egg, working for yourself, getting tax breaks, the list goes on and on. But with all those benefits, there's also so many what ifs that you're responsible for. And how do you mitigate that risk?
Well, there's a lot of ways that you can protect yourself and mitigate against the risk. The first thing you need to do is you need to think about the things that you can control. Those things are just like making sure that everything's in proper condition and in working order and safe.
Yeah, totally. Make sure nothing's broken that can hurt your tenants or damage their property. If something breaks, make sure it's fixed promptly.
Right. And secondly, the big thing is you want to effectively screen your tenants before you sign your lease.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be renting your place, whether it's residential or commercial, to tenants who aren't going to create problems for you.
And lastly, you're going to want to insure your real estate investment business. That way, when things outside your control do happen, like lightning hitting the structure and causing a fire, you'll be indemnified or made whole again.
So, Seth, what insurance coverages do you need to cover your real estate investment adequately?
You're going to want both property and liability insurance. The first part of this is property insurance. This will protect the actual piece of real estate and the contents thereof if it applies, properties, fixtures, and stuff like that. This pays for things that are damaged on your real estate due to the course of things within your control and outside your control.
That's right. And every property is unique, so usually the policies will be tailored to your specific property and needs. The perils which will be covered can also vary depending on your budget and risk appetite, from basic, which, as the name implies, covers your more basic risks, to special, which covers everything except what's specifically excluded in the policy. Other ways you can control cost here are by changing your deductible, also known as the part you pay when you make a claim, improving the security and making it more disaster resistant, such as installing gates around a pool or putting in firewalls, and also by using an independent agent who will shop your policy around each year for you, not just to those giant corporations you see on TV a lot, but to the really great niche carriers who consumers generally don't have access to. But they have really great special programs for real estate investors just like you.
Yeah, and you'll usually get better coverage at a better price as well.
Yeah.
And the second part is casualty, also known as liability insurance. This protects you, your company, and your investment in the event that an injury occurs to another party based upon something about your property.
Yep. And the casualty coverage will pay for your legal fees if you get sued by a tenant or someone else who has been injured or suffered a monetary loss due to your property's fault. And it'll also cover the other person's medical expenses and will indemnify them for any losses they suffer. An important thing to consider when deciding your coverage is if legal fees are within your limits or not. We'll get into the nuts and bolts of general liability next week, though. If you have any real estate questions you'd like to have answered in the future, even if it's not insurance, since we have a ton of connections in the real estate industry and often have guests on here with us, or like to know about which coverages are right for you, feel free to drop us a line at info@elevateglobalinsurance.com or via our website at www.elevateglobalinsurance.com.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you tune in again. Feel free to leave comments below or what you would like to hear from us in the future.